Oga Diwano, Adedayo. Oga Diwano, Adesoye. Oga Diwano, Adedayo. Oga Diwano, Adesoye. Oga Diwano, Adedayo. Oga Diwano, Adesoye.
Every politician must make promises to the populace. Otherwise, there would be no basis for the voting public to make decisions on who to vote for. Unfortunately, for many of our politicians, that is where it ends. Most do not have intentions or any plan to fulfill their promises. To them, they are just statements needed to win election. This has led us to different questions. Are there still politicians with integrity? If there are, how do we identify them? They all make promises, and until they are elected, before we know how true they are, focus not only on what they say, but look at their antecedents. To the question, are there still politicians with integrity? The answer is yes. They may be scarce, but yes, there are. Sir Adedayo Adesoye, the PDP chairmanship candidate for Amuwo local government area, had proven his capabilities long before elections.
I'm all out to change the narrative. My coming around is to ensure that our youth are engaged, our women are engaged, our adults are engaged. Nobody is left out. Even our security is nothing to write home about. I'm going to bring about digital innovation to improve the security architecture already in place. I'm going to work in hand with the area commander, the DPO, even the armed forces around us, even the barracks around us. I'm going to ensure that divisional heads, we all work together. It will be a combo. Our life will be safe, properties will be safe. I remember those days in Festac where we used to go out at night. 512 I grew up is always a busy place. But today, once it's 10 o'clock, people are scared to come outside. I want to change the narrative. I want Amuwo to be a 24-hour running economy. That I'm going to bring on board.
Sir Adedayo Adesoye, popularly called D1, is a philanthropist with landmark contributions towards people empowerment and community development. D1, as part of his philanthropic activities, has been a pillar of support for many NGOs, contributing significantly to the empowerment of the girl child and taking care of the senior citizens. This he has done quarterly for over 5 years.
In your own little way, give back to the elderly in your society, in your environment, in your neighborhood. You don't have to give them millions. Maybe you go out, mommy, this is your appreciation. At that age, they don't need so much. Just a little care to elongate their life, to make them feel happy.
Adedayo, Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú wọn o, Ọlọ́run síwájú, akọ́ni fún wọn, Ọlọ́run àjọmọ̀ kálukú wọn sí o, Ọlọ́run àjọmọ̀ sí o, ọwọ́ àmọ́ lọ sókè, àpadà sí aburú, àpadà sí ìgbà, Ọlọ́run kìí ó tọ́ sí gbogbo yín.
In 2015, at 401 Road, D Close, Festac Town, where a fire incident destroyed the entire roof of one of the blocks. This rendered the families on the top floor of the block of flats homeless. With very little, D1 came to their aid by financing the project to replace the roof. He did this successfully without any support from government.
I'm one of the victims. The fire started from my house, although it was a mistake caused by me. I was not around. My children was inside the house. When the fire started, my children called my neighbor, but she didn't attend to them. She said it was a lie. By that time, I was doing my business on the clothes. So as I was about to off the umbrella, it was then my neighbor came to call without shouting my name that Yabalaji, your house is burning.
This fire incident happened on the 27th of October 2015. I was in the office when I was called by a neighbor that a block was on fire. So I immediately called a neighbor and he confirmed it. So I rushed down, and the 4 flats of block 2, they close was in flames. And then thankfully we called the fire service, and they eventually came and put off the fire. But then the deed has been done. All the 4 flats were completely erased by the fire.
I stay in the same block, but my flat is flat 10, underneath of the where the fire incident got burnt.
Around June 2017, a young man came around, Sir Adedayo. He came along and he roofed the off floor for us, and that's all I was able to put everything in shape. That was, I think, June 2017, more than a year. I think a year and some months after the fire incident. He came around through one of the occupants of the close. He came and came to bail us out. He came to repair all the 4 flats and eventually roof it as well.
We thank God that it doesn't exceed the 4 flats upstairs.
Everything got bumped bluntly. I have to apologize to my neighbor. Then we left First Stack around 2015. It was my brother that he said he went to local government that they said they are not on seat. It was when I came back 2017 that I was told that Sir Adedayo Adesoye was the person that did the roofing for us.
There's a day that the Lord has made. That day was at Golden Tulip when I met Mr. Adedayo Adesoye. We were watching film. He now asked me that what's wrong with me. I said, this rain is about to fall, that my wife will be bailing water at my own flat. Because the incident of the rain, the decking got cracked. So oppositely, the rain must come into my own flat. My TV got spoiled, my chair and every other thing. He said, so is that why you are being worried? I said, yes. He said, okay, by tomorrow morning, meet with your chairman. Let's know what you can do for me now to come into this matter. When I get home, I call my chairman. I said, what can we do for this man to help us? He said, okay, we should do the arc. The man said, how much is the block? Let's do it. We did it that same day and we ended it in the evening. And I sent the picture back to him. He said, all of a sudden, you've done it. I said, yes. He said, tomorrow morning, come and meet me at home and let's go and get the wood and the roof. He said, I said, what time? He said, 8 o'clock. I went there around 7:30 because it's me that is looking for something. I went there around 7:30. He said, okay, wait, let me take my bath. Then we'll go together. When we got to Agboju, we bought the wood, we did everything. I brought the wood back to the clothes. They said, oh, this one, are you sure that this one is real or what? I said, don't worry. But God, by our side, we roofed the place. I sent the pictures to him. I did everything, and they roofed the place. He came, he looked at it. Him and his wife, Yabeji, Mrs. Chidima Adesoye. She now came, said, Mrs. Chidima said, the front is not looking fine now. Let's put ceiling for them now. Let's cover it up so that they could see that, yes, the beauty has come out of this so-called flat.
Everyone said we wanted to come and see him, the executive of the close, not to appreciate him, but he declined. He said, no, that he just did it for God's sake, so that he doesn't need any appreciation from us. So I spoke to him on phone and appreciated him for what he has done. And of course, I prayed for him anyway. So he didn't get any appreciation for us. Even declined the visit that we wanted to come and see him.
I want to thank him, but it's not easy for someone to come out, one person to come out and do all the whole thing and give and support the 4 flats. He's a man of the people that has people in their mind, and he has vision for the people in First Stack Town.
He didn't do it for political reason. I have not met him because by that time when I came to appreciate him, to thank him, I was told that he said he doesn't want anybody to know he was the one that did the roofing for us. I really want to thank Sir Adedayo Adesoye for being able to help me out because he really did a good job for me because we have been planning of a way to get money to rebuild the house, the flat back.
They want to see him, but he said no. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. But I said no. Let someone like a chairman talk to you and even appreciate what you've done. what the state government can do, what the local government can do, what the assembly can do for us, and he did it for us wholeheartedly. I thank you. God will give you many more life, and you will be able to take us to the promised land.
What moved me most in all was their stories. My prayer is that none of us will, after being called landlords, will be squatters. When they told me their ordeals, what they went through, I was touched. I was brought up by a widow. And I know what it is for a single mother to take care of 3 kids. I know what it is to live from hand to mouth. My joy is that I brought smiles into the life of these occupants. And that desire is to bring people out of poverty, to bring people out of squalor, to bring people out of miry clay, to bring smile into their lives.
The religious institutions are also beneficiaries of its philanthropic activities through donations of structures and financial contributions. The educational sector is not left out. His noticeable passion led him to become the President General of his alma mater, Festa Grammar School Old Students Association, a reign that has led to so much of development in the school and joy to many students. From providing a world-standard home economics lab to provision of portable water by embarking on water treatments for the students. The association under its leadership has recorded tremendous achievements such as renovation of JSS 1 building, facilitating the construction of an 18-classroom block of JSS, scholarship for graduating students, to mention just a few. The health sector is an area dear to his heart. This was demonstrated through his Operation Know Your Vitals project, where he, in conjunction with Power Oil, provided free medical tests to all corners of Amuwo Odofin local government.
Health is well, like we all keep saying. There are lots of people in the hospital today. If they knew on time, like they say, a stitch in time saves 9. I want us to save the 9 for a better living.
Being a youth and young at heart, his exemplary contributions to sports and entertainment is not a surprise. For over 15 years, he sponsored football competitions for the youths in the community. He is also the CEO, BDJH Football Club, a club primarily set up to empower the youths and keep them busy off the streets. Year in, year out, D1 has supported the annual Festac Music Carnival, which till date remains a platform for upcoming talents to showcase their skills.
Our healthcare, I'm going to ensure that we improve our primary healthcare. This is our turning point. It's going to be a community-based governance whereby people will reach out to the grassroots to find out what the issues are. We're going to take all your issues, all your problems, to ensure that nobody is left behind. Our youth especially, there will be programs, sporting activities to bring out talents. Not all of us will go to school, as in become lecturers, become doctors, become engineers, but some of us will be superstars. Education is my baby. Currently, as I speak with you, I am the President General of Festa Grammar School Old Students Association. You can go and find out the impact we have made coming on board as the President General of Festa Grammar School Old Students Association. The primary schools, all the learning institutions within Amuwo Odofin, we are going to ensure that we adequately equip them with collaboration from the Ministry of Education and the Lagos State government. We are going to ensure District 5, we are going to ensure that nobody is left out. We are going to bring digital innovation, and this will bring about opportunities for them to have scholarship, to study abroad, to get what they need to up-to-date learning. Not only that, they will also bring those skills back on board into Amuwo Odofin local government so that we can have smooth run of our governance.
A patriotic citizen who is deeply concerned about the comfort of the people, Sir Adedayo Adesoye facilitated the presence of National Identification Enrollment Officers in all corners of Amuwo Odofin local government, just to make life easier for the residents.
I feel the need for every citizen of Amuwo Odofin to be enlisted in the NIN program. A day-old child is entitled to NIN registration, like it's done in developed countries.
Anywhere there is hardship or difficulty, D1 is usually there to provide succor to the people.
We're going to ensure that revenue generation is to the highest level, whereby even the Lagos State government will come and follow our model, to copy our model. So we're going to ensure that taxation, double taxation is reduced. And we're going to ensure that businesses flourish.
Who else is more suitable to be given public trust than the one that has been doing it for years without government funding? His journey into politics seemed more like a predestined one. Friends, associates, beneficiaries, and witnesses to his good works have called on him to take the mantle of leadership in Amuwo local government. This is a clarion call, a huge responsibility, one difficult to refuse, for it is also an honor.
Give me a chance. Give PDP a chance. Give Sir Adesoye Adedayo a chance. D1 for Greater Amuwo, D1. We move come July 24th to experience change. And I want to assure you that as you come out, you are all pre-protected. No cause for alarm. We are going to ensure that there is adequate security during the electioneering process. There will be adequate security before and after the election going forward. Thank you. God bless you.
D1 has got the grace, he's got the pace, he's got the space. Give him your trust. Give him your vote. D1 is the real deal. D1 is the one. Vote Sir Adedayo Adesoye. Vote D1. Vote PDP.
Oga D1 Adedayo. Oga D1 Adesoye.
D1 is the one.
Oga D1